Hi, we're your...
Hi, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Will.
And
welcome to the Flagstaff Squadron.
Today we're going to be teaching you how to fight with lightsabers. Just the most basic of techniques. We're going to be using our wooden dowels that we got from Home Depot. And yeah, we're going to be teleported to our dueling ground right now. Welcome back! Yeah, so we're here in this big, wide open area of landscaping in our neighborhood. So let's grab our weapons, and these are
Our
I'm not
wooden
sure
dowels.
I'm not sure how long they are, but they're wooden dowels, 1 1/4 inch in diameter.
They're like 3 feet.
Something like that, yeah. Well, this is us, and I'm about 5'9", so figure it out. So yeah, we're gonna teach you the attacks, defenses, and then we're gonna go through it fast a few times. And this was originally modeled off after a book that we found, a PDF book online. Link to that will be in the description. We will be going through this book every month or so. Every time we finish a trilogy in our movie review series.
Segment.
Yeah, every segment sort of. We're going to be doing another form, mastering another form. And this is the most basic one in the book. It's called Shicho. So, yeah, we're just going to go through that. So, face each other. Oh, and let's just learn a little bit about, again, this is all in the book. I don't really know a lot about targets. Like, it has little circles, like a circle above the head, circle above the chest area, circle above the crotch, and then the feet area. I don't know any of that stuff, so just read that book and you'll figure it out. But I do know ready position.
They don't even know what book it is.
It'll be in the description. So ready position, you're gonna put your dominant foot back. I am left-handed and left-footed, so putting my left foot back, and your other foot forward, and then you're just holding it at your side.
None of this stuff. That's more advanced.
That's more advanced for other forms.
Yes, kneel to me.
No. So just like this. So let's face each other. All right.
I didn't even need to.
And attack 1 is just, you're gonna go all the way back, and you're gonna go all the way forward. So if you're following along with your own stick, or you can use a toy lightsaber if you want,
or you know, just anything you find.
Whatever long stick you have. Like, you could use something from a tree.
You could use an actual tree.
Yeah, if you're like, you know, the Rock Johnson, and you are able to rip a tree out of the ground. I mean, I don't think even he's able to do that, but all right. So you're gonna go all the way back, as far back as you can go. Really, so you want it to be about level with your back, and then you're just gonna go down. A lot of you, if you had played with toy lightsabers as a kid like we have, you'll, you know, just, and that's the block, you just hold it sideways.
I mean, more up, because if you hold it sideways like this, it's just coming onto your head.
Yeah.
It actually depends on where they're striking.
And just a little bit of information, we are not trying to hurt each other here. If you do have this, and you have a partner that would be willing to do this with you, we're lucky that we're neighbors and we are able to hang out all the time. If you do have a partner or anything that would do this with you, be sure, like, don't try to hit each other. Even if you hate each other, like, don't aim for the person's body, aim for their blade. So you always want to be, if you're blocking, I would recommend blocking before the strike actually happens, as long as you're going in order. Once we get a little bit more advanced with just, like, you know, doing random attacks every once in a while,
it's basically random. You don't know what move they'll
But
use.
you have to be in complete mastery of all these 6 movements. Okay, so attack 1, just down. Simple enough, and we'll just go in order so, like, you can talk about the next attack.
Number 2 is just, your opponent will do this, and you'll just hold it like this.
It's just a horizontal slash across.
And then you'll do this.
You want to aim for right about there. Here, let me poke you. Come back, let me poke you. Just about there. Middle of their torso. Right under the Star Wars for me. About on his Chicago leaf.
Actually, you hit me right here.
Did I? Okay. Yeah, okay. About the stem, I guess.
A stab is a stab.
So yeah, so it's just, and then yeah, let's just do this a couple times. I'll do it first. You do it. I'll do it. You do it. You do it. Okay. Next attack. It's a these two next ones are a little bit more complicated. They get more complicated each attack.
3 is just.
Well, it's a diagonal down. So. I'm not sure. Maybe I can edit some sort of little line in there. I'm not sure. But I'll go slow. You want to go down, and you want to just, if this were say,
clash with them. So you're gonna go down this way.
Yeah. And it's basically just reversed on the other person. So there's not really a block. It's just
slash.
Yeah. So on that one, both of you do the attack, and same with the next one, which is number 4. Let's demonstrate this one.
It's your opponent's going down like this, and you're supposed to meet them.
Sort of a diagonal
hit.
Diagonal upward diagonal slash. Let's demonstrate that a couple times. And you can do it one-handed or two-handed.
Depends on how heavy the weapon is.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's a good example.
And then number 5, or 5. 5 is we've changed it over the months. It was originally
you would clash down here, and then you would clash down lower.
Yeah. So it would be I'm not sure if you can see the ground. You probably can, but like a slash under, and what we would do is jump over it like a jump rope. But it didn't really work.
Because of my toe.
Yeah, Will broke his toe a while ago, so he wasn't able to jump like that. So we now just do, it's just the same blocking, but you only really want to do this when someone's back is visible. So if I turn like this, and Will, you can do it to me now. So it's similar to the very beginning of that first attack.
Except
right?
you're blocking this move.
Blocking, yeah. So it's basically just number 3. The attack is number 3. Only when your opponent's back is visible. So like if he's facing forward towards me, but I'm facing my back towards you, and then you just pop back there.
And then number 6 is.
Number 6 is just a stab. So why don't you demonstrate that?
You're supposed to. You're basically trying to aim for your enemy's
sort of esophagus.
Rope, but they're like sort of hitting it up.
Yeah. And then the block for that is a little bit tricky if you are strong enough, or if you have a plastic stick.
Or if the force was real, you could just.
Yeah. You're gonna grip it with one hand and then just sort of like a windmill, bam.
Right. Or if you really want to be like swift, you can just move to the side.
You can move to the side if you want, but don't really do anything if you move to the side. If you're strong enough to do this, the windmill thing.
I mean, technically, if your opponent were to jab at you and you were to move, then that would give you a chance to attack your opponent from the back.
Well, yes, but we're not really about strategic in this
we're not.
form.
That's why we don't use that one.
So we're just really, if you don't want to do the windmill because it is a little bit tricky, it's just sort of just a bam.
So
you can just stab me and I'll move to the side. Simple. So now I guess we're gonna just walk through sort of the fast version.
All right.
That's
We're
okay?
just gonna say the numbers.
Yeah. So we will say the numbers of each attack as we do them, in a sort of fast way. So I'll attack first. Is that okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Will can attack.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you would repeat.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna do that probably soon toward the end of the video. Well, let's just take a little bit of a break. We're gonna talk about what's gonna happen in the future. So we're just about coming close to the middle of the semester, and I think we did a little.
Have a semester.
We did so during the school semester, so we're about halfway through that right now, and well, we just wanted to take a little bit of time to mention what we'll be doing for the rest of the year. So I did a little bit of calculations when we first started the channel. Go check out our first video. It'll be linked in the cards right now in the upper right hand corner. It's not very good, but has a little bit of information you might need. When I screen share a document, I have sort of the basic schedule for our videos that has changed significantly, but it's still sort of the same thing. It's just movie review podcast, so on, which has been good. And of course now we're doing 2-week breaks to do Lightsaber and maybe video games between each trilogy, between each segment of movie reviews, I guess. And well, that's basically what we're going to be doing. So this week we're doing Form 1. Right, that. Next time, like after we finish the original trilogy, we are going to be doing Form 2, which is the form that Anakin uses. So it's like a lot of, and then there's also feints. Like you could go. It's a little bit of a tricky one. So we're gonna take the time to learn that before we give you a video about it. And we're gonna be basically doing that, and we should make it to the end of the year. I did some calculations in the very beginning of the channel that said that if we did just podcast movie review over and over again, we would make it to the end of the year, which I think still applies, but now we're going to make it past the end of the year because we're doing these 2-week breaks, which is going to be great. So keep a lookout for that, and we might do a holiday special video.
Christmas?
The holidays show up, yeah, around Christmas time. And so let's continue. Let's do a speed run. Okay, and I will call out the numbers as loud as possible because I'm not sure if that microphone can hear me very well. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Perfect. Yeah, your turn.
4, 5, 6, and then you would go back to 1.
Yeah. So, well, that's probably a pretty short episode, but let's teleport back to our main area for our outro.
That worked.
If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe.
And hit that like button.
And if you didn't like it, dislike.
Yeah, but don't dislike.
Please don't. Please don't. Yeah, please don't dislike. And if you ring the notification bell, you'll be officially an honorary member of the Flagstaff Squadron, so go ahead and do that. We really appreciate it. Let's try to get to our goal of 100 subscribers by the end of the year.
All right.
We'll see you in the next one.